Before the end of the section, we still have 5 minutes for the question. So any question or comment from the floor from our audience for the speakers today? If no, I will invite our speaker just your 1 minute to make a final conclusion for the morning section. So we're from Rajit first.
Thank you very much. I think to me, disaster risk reduction, climate change adaptation, sustainable development, and possibly this human security and peace building. I think these are very, very strongly interrelated. When we see as the perspective of a community or a person who actually got affected either one of these aspects, for them possibly it's difficult to think about all these global frameworks and all the policy issues and all these things. What they need is a good response, a good recovery, and possibly prepare themselves for the future disaster, be it whatever impact it is. So we, the so-called experts or scientists, need to possibly think about from their perspective, or taking out the science hat or technology's hat, or just thinking about us as a human being, which type of needs or which type of response or which type of preparedness we need to do. And that's possibly the key connection between science and society, that we need to look at ourselves, we need to look at our inner part, and then possibly we'll be able to give a proper science communication to the people. Thank you.
Okay, Christina, please.
Okay. Yes, there are many things that it will be nice to discuss, but one of the aspects that I would like also to mention that is critical is that during relief times, I found that, and this is something that I found that it was extremely necessary to have the interfaith groups working there to pass messages that the medical doctors we want to pass and will not go through. So we have been working during the tsunami, we were working with religious authorities, helping us to write several fatwas in order to allow or to give clearances to the victims to eat fish that were dead. And in different situations, we have always been helped by the interfaith community to pass just messages that were related to health. Now, when I work on, for many years on food systems, sustainable food systems, UNEP already in 2010 say very clearly, if the world don't become no vegetarian, vegan, they say that we were not going to be sustainable. All the other UN agencies make fun of them. But now I think that they are starting to put the things and the dots together. And the fact that we have groups like Tutsi that are passing this message, and their hospitals are perfectly going fine with being vegetarian, and they have this faith component in communication, is helping a lot to the health sector and to the medical sector. It's like a perfect marriage for communication. So that's what I wanted to add. Thank you.
陈教授。
我可以说中文。Okay. From the collaborative project I have been doing with Douglas Patton, I found out that it doesn't matter we are from individuals' culture or collective culture. We have more similarities than differences. We all need some help from other peoples. And then when disaster occurred, it affects everybody. It's not just the rich people or poor people. We all will be affected. If we don't take action now, we will become survivors, even survivors that's a very strength-based word to say it. We may become victims if we don't take actions. Even if it's small actions, it can make a big difference. I'm just thinking, as community members, we all can do our part to prevent the disaster. Thank you.
我们最后请释德怀法师。
还是刚刚有讲到，唯有素食能救地球嘛。如果说为了个人健康，为了救地球，为了培养慈悲心，也为了地球的永续，我们共同推动素食。我想这是一个非常重要的观念。感恩。
Okay. Finally, join us. We give a big hand to 4 prominent speakers for the morning. Thank you. So this section ends now. So I think the hosts have some housekeeping announcement.